Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, before I get into it, I'm going to make this video quick because you guys just don't like videos over 10 minutes. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just like my face. You can't look at my face for more than 10 minutes. But, all right. This video is sponsored by yours truly, Rain Mango Matic. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. It's beautiful. As you can hear, I'm basically done it. It's got like a gulp left, you know? Hashtag ad. The fact I'm getting like 45 views on a video and Rain, you haven't reached out to me via Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat or LinkedIn or other platforms that I can't currently think of. It's kind of messed up. So, you know, reach out to me, Rain. I'm bringing you service here. Hashtag ad. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about the 3 draft winners of 2 nights ago. Real quick. I'm not going to fuck around with wasting your time, guys, because I know the average attention span's like 8 seconds, and that's crazy if you think about it. You've probably already turned off my video. Anyway, if you're still here 55 seconds in, welcome home. So, an honorable mention real quick, I'm going to talk about the Detroit Pistons. I think the Pistons had a fantastic draft. Killian Hayes at 7 is a great upside pick for number 7. I think it's an awesome culture for Killian Hayes. I'm excited for Detroit Pistons fans for Killian Hayes. Kevin O'Connor had him as the number 1 prospect in the entire draft. He has shades of James Harden. He has, if he can get a better shot selection, he's going to be a very good player. Whoa! Going to be a very good player. Then they got Isaiah Stewart, which I personally hated that pick. I think you could have grabbed Precious Achiuwa, and I would have had the Pistons as a top 3 draft, hands down. But Isaiah Stewart is an absolute reach at 16. I just don't like him as a player. I don't think he has high upside. I don't think the modern NBA is his ideal place to play right now. Maybe I'm wrong because that man is an absolute monster of a human. He could be good. And then they got Saddiq Bey at 19. Now, I love Saddiq Bey. I don't think he should have fell to 19. I think he should have gotten picked earlier. I think he could be better than Aaron Nesmith and Devin Vassell. Maybe not Devin Vassell, but I think he can be better than Aaron Nesmith. I think he's a great 3-and-D player, and he's going to fit alongside Killian Hayes well. I think they're building a good culture there, and I'm excited for Detroit Pistons fans because golly gee, you guys suck and you need help. All right, number 3, cracking in the Philadelphia 76ers. I think the Sixers had a fantastic draft night. I think they had a great hour before the draft night trading Al Horford. That's a great trade. Obviously, you guys know I'm a Sixers fan. I mean, you're probably subbed to me because you're Sixers fans as well. And you're like, what the hell are we talking about the Pistons for? Anyway, I'm trying to teach you guys, all right? The Sixers drafted Tyrese Maxey at 21. I've said many times post-draft that is a pick that is an undoubt pick. You cannot pass up on a guy like Tyrese Maxey at 21 because, to be honest, he shouldn't have fallen to 21. He should not have fallen to 21 at all. And Mike Schmitz had him as a top 10 prospect in the draft. The Ringer was just a big fan of him as well. I think Tyrese Maxey is a must-take at 21. That's a steal. Good job, Philadelphia. Then they went Isaiah Joe at 49, which is a steal in and of itself because Isaiah Joe has potential. Kevin O'Connor, again, had him as the guy that in the second round that every team will be like, how did we pass up on him? How did he become the best guy in the second round? And I think Isaiah Joe has that ability. He is a lethal shooter. I think he's going to fit alongside Ben perfectly well. And then Paul Reed, which I'm also a big fan of. I think Paul Reed is a good pick. I think he has a high upside to be a good role player for Philadelphia in a year. Maybe even this year. I don't know about that, but, you know, we'll see. But I think what takes the cake more than anything is trading Josh Richardson to the Dallas Mavericks and the 36th pick for Seth Curry. Now, Seth Curry is, second in the world, second in history in three-point percentage. I mean, he might be the best three-point shooter in the NBA right now. So, Daryl Morey, again, I owe you my firstborn kid's rights to his name. I'm naming him Morey Melly, boy or girl, if this thing works out. So, kudos to you. That's a great pickup. It's going to play alongside Ben perfectly. I think Seth Curry is going to have the best year of his career. And if not, then Philadelphia is just a wasteland. And I give up on everything. Second best draft, the Dallas Mavericks. Now, the Dallas Mavericks traded Seth Curry for Josh Richardson and the 36th pick. Now, I think that's an awesome pick for Dallas. Why? Because they drafted Tyrell Terry at 31. He's going to fill the void of Seth Curry like that. I think Tyrell Terry is lethal, and I think he's a better playmaking guard than Seth Curry. Now, I don't think he's as good of a shooter yet, but give him time, let him play. I think he's going to be awesome alongside Luka. And Josh Richardson's just an awesome pick. I think Josh Richardson fills a huge hole for Dallas. He is a 6'6 guard who can play alongside Luka and just play unbelievable defense. And I think he's going to have a better time shot creating than he did in Philadelphia because he has a guy of Luka Doncic's caliber alongside him. He's not going to draw double teams like he did in Philadelphia because no one thinks Ben Simmons is going to shoot a three. That how can the guy next to him create for himself? You know what I mean? I think Josh Richardson found himself a good home. I'm a big fan of Jay Rich. I hope he does well. And then they got Tyler Bay with that pick that Philadelphia traded him. Now he has the ability to be Dwight Powell's replacement if Dwight Powell can't come back and produce on the caliber that he was producing on before injury. Now I think Tyler Bay is a seriously good, versatile defender. I think he has the potential just to be a really good athletic rim runner, kind of. And he's shown signs of producing an outside shot. And if he can do so, I think he's going to carve out that 4 spot for Dallas. And I think, hear me out, guys. I think the Dallas Mavericks have finals potential. I think they are contenders. I thought they had a chance last year, if Luka can stay healthy. But this year, they have rounded out their roster beautifully. So beautifully. I really believe that the Dallas Mavericks are contending this year. If I had money to throw out, which I don't, I would say put my money on Dallas to be that dark horse of the NBA Finals. And if the Sixers can get a Bogdan Bogdanovic or a Buddy Hield or a capable two-guard that can shoot the ball, not a big-time name like James Harden, please, God, then I think Philadelphia is contender. Then I think they're a contender. If you give us one more, give us a good 4th best option, that's what we need. Bogdan Bogdanovic would be so perfect. I could literally make a 45-minute video on just that. But I'm not going to because I don't want to waste your time. So the Mavericks come in at number 2. And the best draft for me, I never thought I would be saying this for this organization, but the Sacramento Kings. Now why, Greg? Why would the Sacramento Kings? Simple. Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton should never have fallen to 12. I think that the New York Knicks blew an opportunity on Obi Toppin. Don't get me wrong, I like Obi Toppin. I think Obi Toppin is a good ball player. But another forward, New York? I mean, how many do you need until you realize it's just too much? It reminds me of, the early process Sixers when we just drafted, every center in, the world for, 3 years. And I was just well, I don't think we need another one. I get it, you like tall people, but I don't think we need another one. Guards also play. Anyway, so I love the Tyrese Halliburton pick at 12. I also love the Robert Woodard pick. The Robert Woodard pick is interesting to me. I think he has a really high upside. I think he's 6'7". He was the 40th pick by the Grizzlies, but it was drafted to Sacramento. I think Woodard has potential to be a 7th man off that team immediately and be really good. I think he's underrated. I really do think he's underrated. He's a good player. Then, a couple picks later at 43, they went Jameis Ramsey. I had Jameis Ramsey going, I think, late teens, early 20s in my mock draft. So that's a steal at 43. If you can figure out his problem of shot selection and just doing too much, I really think Ramsey can be the steal of the draft. I like Jameis Ramsey. I think he's going into a good position. Hopefully he gets playing time because now they have a lot of guards. Sacramento has Halliburton, De'Aaron Fox, who, let me go on a sidetrack real quick. I love that fit, the synergy and the yin and the yang component of De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Halliburton. Sign me up, dude, for a couple of years. Sign me up because De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Halliburton are polar opposite NBA players, but that's what makes it so perfect. I think they're going to be really, really good together. So I like that. Then they got Buddy Hield and Bogdanovic now. I don't think they're both going to come back, obviously. I don't think there's any way Bogdanovic comes back. But I would hope to see Ramsey carve out a role for him in Sacramento because I think he's got high upside and I think he's a good bucket getter. So that's cool. Steals in the second round. I think the Sixers win with Isaiah Joe at 49. I really do think that. I've loved him. I saw chances of him going 21 to Philadelphia, and we got him at 49. Jeez. I really like Justinian Jessup at 51 to the Warriors. I think he's going to fill in a perfect shooting role. Now, just, is he going to get time? Obviously, you gotta see that. Cassius Winston's a good pick at 53. I liked him. To Washington, maybe he can do something. Grant Riller at 56 seemed late to me. I don't really know if he's going to be great, but we'll see. Paul Reed at 58, I liked that. Nico Mannion, 48 to Golden State. We'll see. I had him going in the first round. I don't like him. I don't think he's good, but we'll see. And that's about it. Teo Maledon at 34 to Oklahoma City. That could be a really good spot for him. Hopefully he can get some time to produce, to grow and develop. And Jordan Nwora at 45. That was a really good pick by Milwaukee. He's a player that can contribute right now, and that's what they need because they're not going to have another pick since, in another 150 years. So that's my video for today. I am absolutely going to be posting more content today. I'm just running out of time because I have a Zoom call at 2 o'clock, so I got to be in and out with this. So peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Like and subscribe to the channel, to the video, to the family. I don't know. Just peace. Go Sixers.